Alright, just real briefly. So this is jackfruit, young jackfruit, meaning it's not mature, so it doesn't have a fruit sweetness to it yet. Comes in a can, non-GMO organic. Magenta or something this brand is called, because I didn't have my favorite brand, which is Nature's Forest. That's the best brand to use. Taste, texture, and everything works out great. Just open the can, rinse it, drain it, use some paper towels to get some of the juice out. It's just water, lime, and salt in it, and that's it. And then you just shred it into little pieces like chicken. So it's just got some olive oil, some sea salt. It's got some of my favorite vegan cheese here when I want something garlicky. Let me switch my hands here. Called Nooch It. And this is, where is it? That's what's in it. Very garlicky, decent amount of salt in it, and you know, it's got the cashews and stuff. So there's the nutritional label. You can look it up online. So that, a little bit of sea salt, a little bit of olive oil, and oregano in there. There we go. And that's all we got there. You don't have, you could do whatever you want, but sometimes I crisp it. Sometimes I just warm it up and get it nice and soft and warm. It depends on what you like. Now over here, I made some couscous and some broth. First I did the broth, put it in a separate container, then I did the couscous here, and I mixed it together. All it is water, cut celery leaves and some cut celery, some little bit of sea salt, some pepper, some olive oil, a little bit of ginger, and that's it. And it makes a really nice tasting broth. Bring it to a boil, let it simmer, and then, you know, it's good to go. I made it last night, and then I combined it with the couscous. So then I'll put the chicken in, aka vegan chicken, jackfruit. And it's really that simple. Now I've done this before, but I'm just making a shorter version of this as well, because the different cheese I might be using. I might have used Thrive Market Parmesan cheese, which turns this and this into something similar but different because it has a Parmesan cheese taste. This stuff is like, it's hard to characterize. You have to really taste it on your own. It's really hard to tell what kind of cheese it tastes like, but it has the garlickiness to it, so it's different. So this way I'll put it up on my page and you can see that made with two different ways. But it's really, really simple. Now, one thing I did last week is what I like to do a lot is, and I didn't do it this time, but I could always switch it, is you can add this chili powder. You know, this one has a lot of different things in it. If it will show it, I don't know. There it goes. And you sprinkle some of this in and add that, and it turns it into like this really nice Mexican chickeny broth. Really good. Reminds me of the stuff I had back home years ago. This Mexican place before I was a vegan years ago. Down by me in New Jersey, there was this tiny little mom and pop Mexican place, and they had the most amazing chicken noodle soup with these long, like spaghetti noodles. It was the most amazing chicken soup I ever had in my life, and it was like very Mexican style. So it's very similar to that, and I don't know what they truly use. You know, they had like other stuff like chopped onions and stuff like that in it. I don't have any of that on hand, so if you want, you could do chopped onions in there if you want, garlic or whatever you want to do. But the broth still tastes really nice, just like that. Little ginger, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and then the cut up celery and celery leaves. And just a little bread I'm going to make on the side, little yeasted bread here. I'll show you that at the end. You know, there's two different flours, some yeast, some olive oil, some salt. And I'm not even going to like knead it that much or anything like that and let it sit. I'm just going to do it in a few minutes and that will be done. And we'll have a nice little rolls and stuff for the side. And you can do whatever you want. You don't need anything other than the two different flours. There's like a rye flour and an all-purpose flour, all non-GMO organic, and then the yeast, and then I'll put a little olive oil in there, and there's salt, and that's basically it. So really briefly, this is on simmer and simmer, almost on off, just to stay warm until the bread will get going. And what I could tell you is that this stuff here, whether you use the Nooch It or the Thrive Market Parmesan, this stuff here goes great in a wrap, like a nice veggie wrap, warm or cold. Really good. Tastes really good like that. So that's it. Simple. Easy. All right, so there's the rolls. Made a couple small ones and a nice big piece of bread. And broke open so you can see, nice and crispy. Soft on the inside. Nice taste. That's the inside of the other one. So these are like dinner rolls. That will be just bread. I'll just cut. Just to have a piece. Maybe have some apricot spread on it or something like that. So simple, quick dinner rolls. I showed you how easy that is. No eggs, no dairy, no nothing like that. Simple, easy. And then chicken noodle soup with young jackfruit. Simple, right? I'm not going to taste it again to show you. It's burning hot. I've had it before. It's delicious. Make the chicken however you want. Tender or crisp it up, whatever you want. All right? Simple, easy, and awesome. All right, lots of love to you all. Bye.